What's up, you guys? It's your boy Zubily25, and this is my storytime video. This is my first storytime video of the year 2018. But before we get into this storytime video, I want you guys to take a look at one of these clips of my grandma on my daddy's side of the family. Now, she has never been on any of my YouTube videos, but she about to be on this one. Now, I went to her birthday party last year in November to celebrate her 69th birthday, and she was a dancing queen that night. Take a look at this clip with her dancing. Now, that was a clip of her dancing. She was really enjoying her 69th birthday. Now, I'm going to get into this storytime video. Now, I've been working extremely too much these past few months. That's all I do is work. Come home, eat, take a shower, go to bed, wake up, get dressed, go to work. That's my motto. That's what I do every day. So, it's a lot of crazy things at my job that happens. It's a lot of crazy things that happen in my job, and I try not to talk about my job too much and put it on YouTube, but I just had to tell you guys this story, because this story is crazy. Now, if it's not raccoons at the job, it's crazy people. Now, take a look at this raccoon at the job. Guys, it is a raccoon at the job. Look at this. It's a raccoon. He is crawling. Look at this. Look at him. He gonna jump. What if he jump?
Well, can he jump at it?
I don't know. Now he crawling way up there too. Oh, I hope he don't jump. Or if he jump, I'm out of here. So he go up there. Now, that was a raccoon. A lot of people say it was a possum, but I say it was a raccoon. Raccoon or possum, whatever it is, this ain't the zoo. This is work. And these animals shouldn't be at the job. And some of my workers act like wild animals, actually. Well, let me get into this story, because I know you guys are dying to know what happened the other night at work. All right. So, the other night, we had a line of buses. Now, I'm a supervisor, so my job is to fill up the gas, fill up the buses with gas, sweep them out, make sure they clean on the inside, make sure they wash on the outside, and park them. So we had a line of buses one night, and I saw this dude. It was this guy. He was just walking through the gate. He didn't have on the vest or anything, because we had to wear a vest. If you don't have on the vest, you can't go back there. You can't be on the property at all without the vest. So he was just walking, and I said, "Hi, sir. How you doing? Can I help you? Can I help you with anything?" I wasn't rude or nothing. I was real nice with it. I said, "Hi, can I help you?" He said, "Oh, hi. Are you guys hiring?" I said, "Oh, yeah, we're hiring, because we always hire. I mean, our turnover rate is extremely high. I mean, every week somebody quitting or somebody getting fired." So I said, "Oh, yes, we hiring. We need help like crazy." And I don't like to judge people, but this guy didn't look like, he looked like he needed a job, but he didn't look like they will hire him because of his appearance. He had a beard, he had on a gray shirt with holes in it, he had on these blue jeans with holes in it, and they was real dirty, and he had on these sneakers. They was all torn up and everything. So if you come to a job interview like that, most likely these people not going to hire you. And so I didn't want to tell him that. I said, "Yeah, we're hiring." I said, "Let me go get your application." He said, "Oh, I'll go with you." I said, "No, you can't go with me," because it was nighttime. So at the 5 o'clock, they don't let anybody in the building. They don't let like any outsiders in the building to go get applications, because the time to get an application at the job is from 8 to 5. So it was like 11 something at night. I said, no, sir, actually the offices are closed, but I will give you application. So I went in the building. I got like a weird vibe from him. So when I got in the building, I had told the safety supervisor and the lady at the starter's desk, I said, look, it's a strange guy outside. He asking for an application. And, you know, y'all might want to keep an eye on him, because he was like walking in the back where the bus is at. And, you know, if I didn't see him, he probably would have went back there and did something. You know, that's why we need security at that job. So the safety supervisor said, well, why is he on the lot? I said, well, he want to know if we're hiring. I'll get him an application, but I just have a strange feeling about him. So the safety supervisor say, well, go ahead and get him the application and tell him he got to get off the lot because it's 11 o'clock at night and it's nighttime. I said, okay, no problem. So I went to go get the application, and I was looking for him, and I couldn't find him. So I walked to the front of the premises, and he was standing right there where the safety supervisor cars at, and where some of the workers parked their cars. I said, here you go, sir. I got your application. He said, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you have a pen? I always keep pens with me. As a matter of fact, I got a whole bag of pens right here. These are all of the pens that I find at the job, and I collect them. So I gave him a pen. I said, you can have that pen. You can fill out the application. He said, okay, well, can I fill out here? I said, no, you cannot fill out here, sir. You have to get off of the property. He said, well, in the meantime, where can I go? And like the moment he asked that, I already knew that the guy was homeless. I said, well, they do have shelters, you know, but I can't tell you the closest shelter. And the only closest shelter that I know of is the Star Hope shelter, which is downtown. And we not too far from downtown, but he was walking, so it was going to take a while. And I told him that. He said, well, can you take me down there on one of these buses? I said, no, sir, I can't do that. I have to stay on the property, you know, because I'm not a driver and I can't leave the lot. I can't leave this property. I said, well, you can just fill out the application. I said, and they have a job fair tomorrow, because this is on Tuesday. They have a job fair every Wednesday. I said, they have a job fair tomorrow, so you come to the job fair. My dumb self told him that. Why did I tell him they have a job fair tomorrow? Why did I tell him that? Knowing dang well they are not going to hire this guy because of his appearance, because they do judge on appearances when you come to the job interview. He say, well, I don't have a place to go. That's why I was on the property. Can I sleep on one of these buses back here? I said, no, sir, you cannot do that. You have to get off of the property like right now. He say, well, they won't know. I said, yes, they will. They have cameras on the buses, sir. I cannot let you sleep on one of these buses. He say, well, aren't you the supervisor? I said, yes, I am the supervisor. Well, why can't you let me sleep on the buses? I said, because, you know, you're not supposed to be on the property, and we're not allowed to let outsiders on the lot without the vest. And he was like, well, I'm homeless, and I need a job. Will you put in a good word for me? Well, can I use you as a reference? I said, no, sir, you cannot use me as a reference because I don't know you. Well, I need a goddamn job. I said, sir, all I can do is give you the application, but you have to leave the lot. Well, where can I go? So I knew this was about to go further. So I went back on in the building, told the safety supervisor, I said, look, the guy, he ain't trying to leave. I told him he got to leave the property. He said he homeless. I told him where the shelter at. He not leaving, so you might want to go out there. The safety supervisor went out there. He say, sir, you got to leave. You got to leave. Now, he is very rude. I was trying to be nice to the guy. But this safety supervisor's rude. He'll tell you like it is. Hey, no, player. You got to leave. You got to leave. You can't be here. You can't be here. You got to leave. You can't be here. You got to leave. That's how he was. You got to leave. So this guy, you could tell he was mad. He say, well, can one of you guys give me a ride to the Star Hope shelter downtown? Because I ain't got nowhere to sleep, and I need a job. The safety supervisor say, you got to leave. You got to leave. He just kept saying that. You got to leave, player. You got to leave, player. He didn't care at all. He was just telling like it is. You got to get the hell off this lot. That's how he was. Get out. Bye. That's how he was. That was his attitude. I couldn't even laugh. I was just shocked. You know, I was just shocked. And I had buses that were still coming in. And I'm like, well, sir, I kept telling him, sir, I got to get back to work. And he was holding me up. So the guy left, and he was walking down the sidewalk, and they was watching him as he was walking down the sidewalk. And then I was like, man, that was a crazy situation. And he left the application there with him. He put the application on the bus. I said, he didn't really want a job. He just wanted somewhere to sleep. And the state supervisor say, well, he can't sleep here. He sure can't sleep here. If one of these drivers come here in the morning and they go and inspect their bus and they see a creepy homeless dude on this bus, they gonna freak out. He can't be here. He can't be here. And we had that raccoon. That raccoon that you guys saw at the beginning of this video, the raccoon was actually on one of the buses one night. And the driver ran out for the bus and started screaming. I didn't see this personally, but I heard about that. That's kind of funny. You see a raccoon on the bus early in the morning and it's dark. I don't know how I'll react, but yeah, it's some crazy things at that job. But yeah, I had told him that, you know, he was creeping me out. I told him, hey, look, we have a job fair tomorrow. You can't use me as a reference because I don't know you. He just kept on saying, well, I need a place to sleep. I need a place to sleep. The safety supervisor say, next time a creepy dude come up there, you let me know. I said, well, that's why we need security, because people's cars be getting broken into. And I mean, it haven't happened recently, but one time somebody's car got broken into in broad daylight. And I don't know how they got on the lot. I mean, it was a whole bunch of workers there, but they still managed to get on the lot and broke the driver's windshield and stole whatever it is that they wanted to steal out the car. We need security at that job, especially at night. We need a security officer walking around the premises, because, you know, people like that, and not just homeless dudes, but anybody. It could be a psycho killer. Just walk on in there and shoot all our asses up. That's why we need security. That's why we need security at that job. Well, that's what happened the other night at work. It was a creepy dude walking on the lot and scared the mess out of me. And then he held me up for my job. But he just needed a place to sleep. I don't know where he went to go sleep, but he couldn't sleep there. He couldn't sleep there. Well, you guys, I just decided to share this story with you guys. And I do have a million other stories to share about my job, but I don't want to put my job on blast because I'm a private person when it comes to my job. I don't like to broadcast my job on social media like that. But I just had to broadcast this story because this story was crazy. And that dude was creeping me out. And I wonder if the dude ever found a job. You know, I didn't even get a chance to tell him, you know, go to WorkSource or some Workforce Solution. You know, they will help you find a job. I couldn't even get to that point because he was scaring me, and I thought that he was either going to pull out a gun or something and just shoot me because I didn't let him use me as a reference. I didn't know. I mean, I was just thinking a whole bunch of wild, crazy thoughts was going through my mind at the time. Well, you guys, if you have any crazy stories, comment below. Let me know your experiences, your crazy experiences at work. Just let me know because I would love to read them. Well, you guys, I just had to make this video for you guys because I love you guys. Y'all like my babies. I love you like Rice Krispie Treats. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.